Centrifugal compressor, definition, types, working principle, components, applications, advantages and disadvantages. What is centrifugal compressor? A centrifugal compressor is a radial flow rotodynamic fluid machine that primarily uses air as the working fluid and increases total internal energy of the fluid inside by using mechanical energy. Characteristic features of centrifugal compressor. It occupies much smaller space than an axial flow compressor of equivalent specifications. It provides much better resistance to damages from foreign objects. Due to having comparatively short length of passage, loss of performance due to built-up deposits on blade surfaces is lesser than the axial flow compressors. Compared to an axial flow compressor, it can work reasonably well in contaminated environments. Working of centrifugal compressor. After the startup, gas or air is introduced from the air tank or any other source into the centrifugal compressor. After entering the compressor, the air strikes the impeller, which contains multiple radial blades rotating with the rotation of the impeller. As the air strikes the impeller blades, the air pushes to the center of the impeller by centrifugal force. The impeller blades, after striking of air, provide kinetic energy to the air, which increases the velocity of the air. Principle of a centrifugal compressor. When fluid or air passes through the rotating impeller of the compressor, it experiences a certain force or work performed by centrifugal forces. This work input increases the pressure and velocity or speed of the airflow through the impeller. The flowing air loses its velocity as soon as it enters the diffuser section. This diffuser is, however, a fixed or static component which serves the purpose of the airflow when it exits the impeller. Due to this loss in velocity, an additional increase of pressure is attained. Components of centrifugal compressor. 1. Impellers. The impellers are mounted on a steel shaft inside the compressor, and this assembly is known as compressor rotor. The function of rotor is to provide velocity to the gas through blades that are attached to a rotating disc. 2. Casing and inlet. All the components of the compressor are generally protected or guarded by a casing or housing. A case consists of multiple numbers of bearings which provide radial and axial support to the rotor. 3. Collector. At the last stage impeller, the gas is then collected and delivered to the discharge flange. The part employed to gather the gas discharged through the diffuser is called its collector. 4. Diffuser. The diffuser is usually made up of two walls which create a radial channel. Due to this arrangement, the velocity of the gas decreases and its dynamic pressure is then converted into static pressure. Types of centrifugal compressor. 1. Single-stage compressor. Single-stage compressors consist of only one single impeller which is used for moving the air or any other gases up to a 3:1 compression ratio, either for pressure or vacuum duty. Single-stage compressors have either a beam design or an overhung impeller type arrangement in which the impeller is situated at the non-driving end of the shaft. 2. Multi-stage compressor. Instead of one, multi-stage compressors consist of 2 to 10 impellers which can be arranged in a variety of flow path configurations according to desired outputs requirements. The temperature and the compression ratio are assumed to be constant throughout each and every stage. Applications of centrifugal compressor. 1. Food industry. Since can provide oil-free compressed air, food processing industry depends very much on this type of compressor, as oil-free compressed air are necessary for some sensitive petitions. 2. Gas turbines. Gas turbines may either use both axial and centrifugal compressor to get the necessary compression for certain requirements. 3. Compressed gas or air. 4. Refrigeration and air control. 5. Oil refiners, petrochemical and chemical plants. Generally, a horizontally split casing centrifugal compressor is used for the above purposes, and most of these are multi-stage compressors. Advantages of centrifugal compressor. They are relatively agile and easy to manufacture as compared to other compressors. Since they do not require any special type of foundation, centrifugal compressors are highly energy efficient and reliable. They consist of only a few rubbing parts and are completely oil-free. They generate higher pressure ratio per stage compared to the axial flow compressor. Disadvantages of centrifugal compressor. They can only produce a limited amount of pressure and cannot be relied upon for very high compression. Due to their operation on higher speeds, they require a steady and sturdy mounting. Stalling and choking are some of the frequently occurring problems. Thanks for watching.